Good morning, YouTubes. Rob's here. So it's a beautiful snowy day today in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. We've got about 5 centimeters of snow. It is currently March 7th, I believe, March 6th or 7th. I've got the bike out today just to do a couple of tests. We are going to test the active tracking today by myself. So active tracking following a mountain bike. No crazy trails. This is called the Trans-Canada Trail. It's pretty straight. There's some trees down this side. We'll go down there and we'll put the drone above the trees over there. So we're going to be doing the profile active tracking, which is coming from the side, and we'll do the overhead and probably straight forward. So I'm going to set up. Again, I'm doing this by myself, so I'll have the controller in my backpack. So let's get right to it, see how it goes. Great day. Okay there, YouTube. So here we go with our first attempt. Now I'm just getting the, I've already put the drone into the air, I've set the active tracking, and I'm just about to get on the bike. We have a lady who just approaches me in a second though, and she's on skis. There she is. Very nice lady. You would think she would be curious about the drone that she just went past, but no, she was more interested in my bike and biking. But anyway, so this first test didn't work. It followed me, it panned me, the gimbal panned me, and you'll see I'm going to take off in a minute, I'm going to back off, but the drone did not move, and it comes up on the screen that I was too unstable. So don't know why I was too unstable. Could have been because I was very close to the lady skier, and the drone didn't recognize me over her, or it could have been the snowflakes in the picture. So let's just wait and see. We'll play this through, but the first one does not work, so I end up going back and retrying it, and it does start following me. So should be coming up any second. There comes the warning: subject too unstable to track. So it's panning up, which looks pretty cool, and I'm looking behind and it's not moving, so I'm like, oh dear. Still panning up, but too unstable to track. So I'm gonna guess that's because there was two of us there and it didn't know which one to track, because that was pretty stable. So back I come, and we will try that again. Okay, so here we go for a second attempt. I'm just looking at the controller here, playing around with where you can position the drone to the left, to the right. And it looks like it's got a good lock. So I put the controller back in. Now I'm just doing a test with me walking. It's following me right away. So this is all looking good, and this tracks me no problem. So it stays pretty close, but yeah, it works out pretty well. A little bit of interference coming onto the phone. Mobile device CPU fully loaded. Maybe that's because I'm doing a screen recording. But this works just fine, looks pretty good. Happy with the outcome of this. So this was trace and worked well. Great stuff. Okay, and here we go with the profile attempt. So this is meant to track you from the side. I was aware that when you're shooting in profile, the sensors don't work on the side, so if you bang into a tree, it's not going to stop you. But yeah, let's just see what happens here. It did start off pretty well, and then it was kind of coming at me at an angle, and I did go behind some trees, you'll see in a second, and it did actually stop, which is a good thing, because it was getting too close to the trees. So it's coming down to the side, all working pretty well. It looks like it starts heading closer towards the trail at some point. Well, right there it just stops, you see those trees, so it's fairly good. Did its job, did what it's supposed to do. So I should have either done that higher up or not gone where those trees are. So we're going to call that a success. Great stuff. And right there you see it did continue to track me once I started coming back, so although it didn't follow me. Would it have caught up to me? I'm not too sure, so anyway, not bad. Okay, so here I am attempting a second trace run. The issue I came into here, not a fault of the drone, but because I had a backpack and I didn't want to put a controller in my pocket, I had to put the controller in the backpack. Whenever I did that, I would knock the joysticks and my drone would go flying off. So you're going to see me putting the controller in the backpack right here. As soon as I do so, it's going to zoom off. And yeah, so that didn't work out too well. And by that point, I was getting down in battery percentage. I'm down to 36% here. I do bike back now with the controller in my hand. But yeah, the better way to do it, I guess, would be just to leave the controller on the ground. But it was snowing. And see there, the drone. Well, I think I'm controlling it again now. But yeah, so that was the biggest problem, was actually just putting the controller away. I was thinking of doing this test with just a phone without using the controllers. That probably would have been a little bit easier. So I think I'll have another shot with just using the phone. Since I won't need to use the phone joysticks too much, it should work out better. So my next attempt will be just using a phone in my pocket, and hopefully that works out better. But yeah, overall not bad for a cold, snowy day. And here I believe is where I get on my bike and I'm just holding the controller and using the right stick to control the drone. So I'm just trying to find myself right now. There I am, and I'm ready to get back to the lookout point just ahead there, because I was getting cold. My hands were cold. So I end the ActiveTrack, and I just manually start bringing the drone towards me. I go too fast at the beginning and it goes right past me. And you can't tell I'm holding the controller here, so this doesn't look too bad. Once I do the color correcting on this is all cine log. So I'll do some color correcting and do a little montage and it won't look too bad. Looks like I've been biking for hours in the wilderness. Kind of. Alright, so there we have it. There is some active tracking solo on a mountain bike and some trails. And we will continue and do some more tests like this. So stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you want to see. Let me know how your drone flying is going, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.